I just wanted to share with you today one of the problems I've been having with Godox. I'm quite a keen supporter of Godox. I've got their portable lighting system, the spare batteries, tons of accessories, modifiers, soft boxes. I've got a Fuji flash I use, some transmitters, all bag full of stuff, including these LED lights. These are the SLB60W daylight balanced lights, which I'll just show you. Just switch it on, so you've got your LED, and you can control the light from the side of there. You can turn the volume, turn the brightness up and down there, and switch it on. It's got a remote control, but that's not really the reason why I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about the fact that the bracket handle keeps breaking. There's a button that goes on there, similar to the Bowen's modifier thing, where you've got the button there, and you pull it and you turn it. You know, fairly common thing. That one's fine, doesn't get in the way at all. But on this design, you find that it's hitting the side of it. I have got another one, but you're hitting the side of that as that turns around. So what you've got to do is you've got to pull it up and turn it so that it misses that. But you know, so you would pull that up and turn it, and that would loosen the handle. Because when you're storing it in that way, and then when you're going to use it, you're probably going to find that you're going to set it at a sort of 45-degree angle. So I've learned to pull it up and turn it. Anyway, this is broken again, and it's snapped off. There's a button and a spring that goes in there, similar to that, and the button just breaks off. And this has happened once before. When I spoke to the supplier, they had a lot of delay, a lot of trouble trying to get hold of another handle, but in the end I paid £10 and I got a handle sent to me. This is then broken off just before Christmas again, and I've been in touch with the supplier and don't seem to be able to get very far with them. I wrote to Godox at the support, and initially I got quite a good reply saying, we're sorry, this is around Christmas time, what is it you need, blah blah blah, and since then I've had no response. I must have written about 4 or 5 times, so I just thought of let you know on YouTube what's going on in here. All I want is basically a new handle. You know, I don't want to have to take this one off, which it does look very, very similar. Look at this. And this is what happens every time I go out to a job. The handle falls off and usually falls on the floor, and I have to go searching for it. So it's a real pain. So all I'm asking for, you know, if they can't send me the assembly, then just send me a handle and a bracket. That would do that. Fixed on. That would normally be fixed. It's snapped in there, but that would normally be fixed in with a spring. I don't know how it's manufactured, but normally that would have a spring holding, and then all I want is, in fact all I want is that handle. And I've got the bolts, I've got the bracket. I just want some of them, and a couple of them supplied to me, maybe a couple for spare, just in case it happens again. You know, come on Godox, what, you know, I'm not asking for a miracle, just want a couple of handles, cost you nothing, keep the photographer happy, you know, because once you start upsetting photographers, they're going to go off you, and you know, they'll support you, but they won't carry on supporting you if they're not going to get the service. So I just thought I'd mention this to the YouTube gang, that, you know, this is a real mess, this is a real pain. You know, putting that back on, winding that up, adjusting the setting of where I want it to go. Right, every time I need to use it, then I've got to use that to tighten it for so long, you know, doesn't appear to be needing tightening now, but that to tighten it, yeah, so I've got to tighten that up, use that, put that onto the light stand, tighten it all up, switch it all on and whatever, and then when I need to take it away, I need to unwind that again and put it back into position, you know, and it's a real pain. I'm talking about real pains. It tends to switch on with the switch, but you've got to be very careful that you switch it off, otherwise you end up with a hole that's been burnt through your top casing. But not so much worried about that, I'm more worried about the fact that it's been burning along inside the bag and never switched off. So, you know, I'm hoping there's some sort of timer in there. I'm not really sure whether there is or not, because I make sure that I switch it off. But that's the result of another thing. So really, I'm putting it down to a design fault in the fact that that keeps on hitting the body. I mean, this was noticeable virtually straight after I got the thing, but that is hitting the body of the light as soon as saying, okay, you pull it up and you turn it. Here, you know, you haven't got an issue. You just, it swivels right past that, no problem. So it needs a little bit of thought, or give us a couple of handles. Okay, that's it for now. I'll let you know how I get on. Bye for now.